Hi guys, welcome to another lunch with Brittany. Hopefully the wind isn't too loud. It is super hot today. I had to take my shirt off. I was wearing a long sleeve shirt and I'm just roasting in my car. So this morning was interesting. I did not hear my alarm go off. We had a major thunderstorm roll through last night at like 1:30 in the morning, and it knocked our power out. And then so we have two alarms set. We have a phone alarm and then like multiple phone alarms and then a regular like plug-in alarm clock. And we didn't hear the second alarm. I don't know if it was just because the storm was so loud, but anyway, long story short, I usually wake up at 4:30 and I leave by 5:15, and I didn't wake up until 5:55. And I'm usually at work by 6:10, so I was a good hour late this morning, and it sucks when that happens because it just ruins your whole day. And I am one of those people, I hate being rushed. So my biggest pet peeve is being rushed, and I put myself in a predicament this morning that I had to rush. And so yeah, I didn't get a chance to really do my makeup or anything. I just threw my hair in a ponytail, brushed my teeth, and got dressed and ran out the door. So yeah, I don't even know what Micah put in my lunch today. He didn't have a whole lot of time to get stuff ready, so I will show you what I have. So we got Milano cookies, strawberry applesauce. I am not a fan of strawberry flavored things, but this, like the strawberry applesauce, I do really like that. I like it. It's good. Peanut butter crackers. Squirt. It's super warm. I'm gonna have to put this in the fridge at work and drink it later. I usually bring my lunch in and put it in the fridge at work, and I was rushing to get in the door. This is a nectarine and my peanut butter energy bar, which I didn't eat this morning on my way here, and I should have. So that is my lunch. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about MIT, the most important task of the day. I mentioned it in yesterday's video during the garden update that getting our garden plowed is our most important task and will be what we focus on until it's done. And so I wanted to kind of explain what that means. What does most important task mean? So I kind of briefly mentioned in one of my last videos that the theme at work has been productivity and prioritizing. And so my boss got me this productivity planner, and what it does is it kind of walks you through how to be more productive and how to set up like your errands or just what you have during the day that you need to get done, so that those most important things, which are usually the things you are dreading to do that you don't want to do, those are usually the most important things that need to get done. And so throughout your day, you set up a designated time and you guard that time so that you are able to get your most important task done. And I actually like made a block schedule that shows during the day like what time I have spaced out to do my most important tasks. So like today I had to get some medical records together for a patient to be mailed out, and it's been quite the process working on this particular patient's records. And so that was my most important task today, was to get that done. And so every day at work between 10:30 and 12, I have set out an hour and a half to be able to get whatever my most important task is done for the day. And this planner has it's been working really well for me. So what it does is it has you write out, so for the week you write out all the things that you need to get done. So the 5 most important tasks of the week, and underneath it says if these were the only tasks you completed during the week, you'd be satisfied. And so on here, like yesterday, my most important task for the day was to establish and implement my most important task time. So to block out that time each day that I'll designate for that. And then you just kind of go down the line. The second one here So tasks of secondary importance, and it says underneath that, do these after you've completed the above tasks. And then same thing, this one down here, additional tasks, and underneath it says do these only after you've completed the above tasks. And then the very last one, it says commitment. What one action will you take to make this week more productive? Down here at the bottom, and I put to create a block time schedule to stick to so that I do have that designated time. And then the next page, it breaks up the week into days. So then you would go through and you would write your first day, so Monday, and then you plug in what your most important task is. And then this right here, your target, is a Pomodoro. So I will just read you real fast what a Pomodoro is. I just gotta find it. Okay. By having a maximum of 3 to 5 tasks a day, doing the most important task first, and working on only one task at a time with the help of the Pomodoro technique, you will be able to finish the projects that you have been procrastinating on and achieving great things. The Productivity Planner seamlessly integrates all these techniques into your own personal productivity sidekick that will be by your side daily. So a Pomodoro is a 25-minute time increments. So you would put for your target on here how many Pomodoros you think it's going to take you to finish. So how many 25-minute chunks of time is it going to take you to complete that task? And so for my first, get back to the right page, for my first MIT yesterday, I thought it was going to take me 2 Pomodoros, so almost an hour. And it actually took me 5 Pomodoros. And then like you would put in what your actual time is. And then underneath that, once I got the first one done, then you move on to whatever the second task is. And same thing, you put in how many Pomodoros. And at the end of the day, you rate yourself on your productivity. So yesterday I gave myself a 4. And I mentioned down here, Tuesdays, I only have time to do short, small tasks. Really, all my PM focus, all my afternoon focus should be on prepping Wednesday. So it's just kind of going through each day and figuring out what does and what doesn't work with your productivity planner, and then finding out what needs to change. And so today I got my first Pomodoro done. I haven't filled it out yet on how many it actually took me, but I will do that at the end of the day. And so then I move down through my secondary tasks and go from there. And then at the end of the week, you have your weekly notes. So it's just a blank page if you want to write down like things that did or didn't work. And then you go through and do a weekly review, and you write down what your weekly wins were, what tasks were not completed last week, what have you learned from this week, and then next week, what actions will you take to ensure your week is productive. And then you just go back through, and it's the same thing for the following week. You write down all your tasks and then you implement it. And I really enjoy this. Me and Micah are actually going to implement this process and the Pomodoro technique into our days off and when we are at home, so that we can make sure we're getting our videos done and stuff posted and edited, get my blog going, and then just so we know what needs to be done around the farm, because there is a ton of stuff that will come up. Like, for example, we have so many raspberries. We cut a bunch down like maybe a month and a half ago, and they're already almost as tall as I am again. And so where they're at, we need to kind of spread them out. And so I was going to dig some up and give some away to some people, and then replant some in a different area so we can have different rows that are easier to get to and aren't as crowded. So that, for example, I would put down there that I need to figure out who I'm giving the plants to, how many I need to dig up and plant and pot and etc. And so it's just little stuff like that that I think this productivity planner and that technique will help us. So the company that so you can just go to www.productivityplanner.com, and I'm sure they will have it on there. Dr. Jamie had mentioned a different name. Oh, so it's published by the Intelligent Change Incorporated. But I would just go, if you're interested in the planner, I would just go to www.productivityplanner.com and you can check it out there. So that is all I have for you guys today. I will be back tomorrow for another lunch with Brittany. Until then, stay tuned for more videos, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.